So here's the deal. I know a lot of you guys have probably been wondering or asking some questions on where's the next video, or what's gonna happen, or when are you making such and such video. With robotics and school and all those things like that, I am really trying to still want to be able to do what I enjoy. Over our spring break and all that stuff, I actually was working on the house project. You guys saw some of that with the live video that I made. And I was just trying to do that just for fun, just to put that out there and do all that. The thing is though, I also have school and robotics and all that, and we just finished up our fine arts this past weekend, all that stuff, and with the stop motion video that I'm working on and all that. And some good news on that. I was first place. I was the only one, but I got first place. But I also got a perfect score, 80 out of 80 points. So that is a lot. It's kind of surprised me. I've just been kind of busy with stuff. I really am trying to be able to get the stuff for you guys and all that stuff. I know a lot of people enjoy it and stuff. I was even showing some people a little bit of behind the scenes on what I'm working on right now. Currently, right now, I'm working on the Lego Red vs. Blue Part 2. So that's the one with the castles and, all that stuff. It looks, guys, it looks absolutely insane. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah, so it's kind of been a lot has happened in a while. Got first place for our band. So now I'm actually also going to be going to nationals, and I think we're going to the mall. So hopefully, I'll go to the Lego store, and I'm really wanting to see some of the newer sets and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to get some of those newer sets and all that. But the red versus blue, guys, looks absolutely insane. It's literally like so cool. You guys, I can't wait for you to see it with the script and all that I have. When you hear, like the parts, like the today, me and my brother, like that, I have to read it, and then with the voice editor and effect and all that stuff, I have to obviously do that. But yeah, it's kind of a lot, but I think it's turned out pretty good. Literally just, I'm doing that kind of thing where like the first 5 or 7 seconds that they say that you want it to be like catching, and like this is definitely, it's pretty awesome. Obviously, like I was saying with the house project that I'm working on, it is all finished. In fact, let me just show you guys right now that this is the finished product right here. Doesn't this look like awesome though? Like, isn't this like great? Like, I love how this turned out. And I still have tons of other stuff I gotta put in there. I got all these bags, all the stuff. This is a little bit more. My grandma, thank you grandma for getting me some awesome tiles. I'm gonna put that in the kitchen. And I won't go too much into detail here, but this is kind of how it turned out. Doing this for some stop motion and things like that. But I just love this, like the little details though. You can open up the door and see inside. I got some like tables and chairs and all that stuff in there. I love how this thing turned out. I don't think I've ever made something that's like this good, guys. Like, this is, I really do like how this has turned out. So kind of just got like, obviously with the changes and stuff that we made in here, I just got way more tons of stuff here. I was trying to work on some things here for my siblings, and obviously we still got the Minecraft Lego table. I left my phone holder in the wood shop while I was working on the wood project, so that kind of stinks. Literally, I've just been doing this for verse of the days, so I got to get it back on the wood shop. Newer sets right here that I got to be building. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for a Dremel tool. I still have to open it up and use that, but I'm definitely looking forward to that because it's wireless. You can literally you just hold it like a stylus and you just etch out little stuff. It's like, I think it's one of the coolest tools I've ever seen. It's so good. I literally use the Dremel tool. The other one that I have right now for this, literally everything on here. I literally cut these out, all of it, like almost the whole entire thing. I don't want to show you guys the inside yet because I want you guys to see the final video and the reveal and all that. So I'll do that a little bit later. But yeah, I got like these teeny tiny little, if you can see, they're like little dinner plates and tiny little forks and knives, tiny little door handles and hinges on it. As you can see in there, if you can see, I made a little stairs, and then there's table and stuff, if you can see that, but there's like stairs right there. I love the stairs. I think it looks great. But then obviously we got some nice carpet. I got a huge thing of some magnet tape. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got here. That's all I've been really working on. I kind of made it to be like interchangeable for stop motion and all that, so I can kind of change stuff around, do stuff like that. You guys won't believe this, but I made part 1 for the red versus blue. And then we have part 2 coming up that I am actively editing. Like right now, like I'm almost done with that. I just got to do a little bit more stuff. Like, kind of actually a lot I got to do. So you might see that video pop up in like maybe a week or two. Hopefully. I'm actually working on LEGO Worlds, making all the stuff for the part 3. Part 3, let me just tell you, like, this is going to be awesome. Rather than destroying each other's bases like we have done before, this one is more of like who has the best base, and then also like fighting back and forth with different vehicles and some sort. When I was doing the pirate and the castle one and all that stuff, I got the idea that I wanted to make the part 3. I was getting some shots of the castles for the first video, and I was like, you know what? And I looked up at the moon and I was like, what if we did part 3? We're at the very end of the challenge, and now we go to the moon. And I'm like, dude. So like at the very end of it, after everything's all destroyed, and now the third one is going to be a moon one. So I've been working on that, and I'm really excited about how that's turning out. There's some crazy stuff in there. I'm not going to tell you guys any more details. I don't want to spoil it and anything. But yeah, so I'm editing the second one, and I'm actively building all the stuff and prepping. It's hours and hours of work to get all these videos. So I hope you guys really do enjoy them. Now, a couple other questions that I know some people might have had. I've had some people asking me too, like, hey, when are you doing the such and such video? The truth is, some of the things I made, I got like, ooh, that's a good idea for that kind of show, or like Federal Missions 4. But at the same time, I really don't have like tons of time for this stuff, you know. It's really, really hard doing stuff like this. Keeping up with all this stuff, especially like changing throughout different cameras and all that stuff, or now I have a newer phone and all that. And the fact too that I don't really have like the inspiration for those anymore, if you know what I mean. Like you get the idea, I got the idea of like, oh, I should make Federal Missions 4, and they like fly planes and they try to rescue them. And I still want to, in some point or time, to go back and actually finish those and do it really good. I have really, really come a long way since then in my stop motion and all that. I just kind of took a pause on it. The same thing with the shop episodes and all that stuff. I started making some of it, and I made the trailer for it because I was like, this is so cool. I got all the music. It can be hard sometimes being a YouTuber and all that, and making videos and all that. So sorry guys that if you're looking forward to that. I was also really looking forward to that stuff too. Same thing goes for all the other, if you watch some of my older YouTube shorts, the trailers and stuff for things, I literally just have not had time for all that stuff in a while. So if you guys have not already seen part 1 of Red vs. Blue, you got to go check it out. That is like probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. I'm really hoping one of these days soon that I can get in touch with Mr. Beast and all them. New or not, he actually graduated from my school and played on the baseball team, all that stuff, you know. And it's also where I started robotics team and all that. That's where I go to, and that's pretty awesome. And he lives right in our hometown too. So like, and I went to a wedding that he was at as well. And my dad has a funny video where like there was a party and all that stuff, and we're dancing, and he's in the background sitting there, not dancing, just being a party pooper over there. But yeah, it was pretty funny. And it's actually been, now this is the 10th year since he graduated. So I'm really trying to like get in touch with him sometime really soon. Maybe if he wants to come by and like, you know, check some stuff out, you know, like see how it's been. I was even thinking maybe invite him to church, you know, like that'd be pretty awesome. It's just kind of an idea I had with all that. And then I could like share with him some of the videos I made, the Red vs. Blue. And I would love to, if I could. I even came up with the whole idea how I could get into this if I was in like a Lego video or something, or I kind of helped him out and did some editing, or I was at least like in one of their videos, you know, that'd be pretty awesome. So I want to kind of get my foot in the door a little bit. And he really has changed a lot too, like really open to like people wanting to join and be a part of the community and all that. And to be honest, like I love Feastables. I think it's great. I think it's awesome that he's out there in South America doing all that stuff. So great job, Jimmy, for doing all that stuff. I think it's because you see all these other celebrities and they could care less about what's going on in the world, but he's one of those guys, you know, that wants to help out. So yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. You guys have a great day. I hope this video answered a lot of questions that you guys might have about my videos or when stuff is coming out. So I just kind of felt like I needed to do that. If you guys know someone that might be interested in subscribing to the channel, like feel free to be like, hey, like this guy named Pool Bricks, you know, like shout me out. I love that. If you guys want to shout out to your friends and stuff like that, Tell them that I got some new content that's gonna be coming real soon. I'm really excited about that. I make these Mr. Beast style kind of videos, and my main goal right now is to I want us to reach more subs, you know, like we need to reach the 11,000, I think. The reason why, if you're wondering how I got we can reach the 11,000, I looked on the different settings and stuff on my YouTube channel, and it said the highest amount of views that I got was 11,000 on a YouTube short. My whole thing is like, well, if we got 11,000 people to watch that, but we only have like 140 subs, we can reach that 11,000. Like, there's 11,000 people that are watching this video and liking the video and all that. They just need to click subscribe. It's so easy. You just do that, and I'm telling you, once they subscribe, like, some awesome stuff comes out of this channel. You know, sometimes people say like an underrated channel, you know. Now, I'm not saying like that completely, but I would kind of feel like my channel is a little bit underrated. So shout me out, guys. I mean, like, go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I really do enjoy seeing people enjoy my stuff and all that. I really do enjoy that. So anyway, yeah, so see y'all in the next one.